For KRVN Sports, I'm Jason Jorgensen. One of the former Loper athletes is being honored this weekend as part of homecoming as he's being inducted into the UNK Hall of Fame as former Loper basketball star Dusty Jura, who talks about what this week and weekend means to him.
Really, the best part about it, and it kind of is what my experience at UNK was all about, is just the fact that I got a lot of friends coming back and a lot of teammates, and just looking forward to spending time with them and reflecting on a lot of the experiences we had and seeing the coaches and whatnot. Yeah, it's just going to be a good time.
When you look back at your time at Kearney, that just had to be such a fun and a great time to be a Loper.
It was, had a lot of success during the 4 years. I feel pretty lucky as well. When I came in as a freshman, I was thinking about this the other day. When I was a senior, I didn't end my career with anybody that had came within as a freshman. So I kind of had two different teams while I was there. There was kind of the older guard with Nick Branning, Sheffield, Dunnigan, Marty Levinson. And then by the time I had left, new guys like Chad Berger, James Lane had coming in. And again, that goes back to the relationships. It's kind of nice because I got to meet a lot of great people during that time and have a success at the same time.
I'm sure you got to look back on it. That turned out to be a great decision for you to leave Northern Iowa and then end up in Kearney.
Yeah, definitely, and another great thing about it is I got a red shirt during that year, so didn't lose any eligibility and learned a lot from Coach McDermott on the game. And, just, enjoyed my time there, just knew it wasn't the right fit. And, I went and looked at South Dakota and I had a buddy who played there, and then UNK. And I'll tell you what, I'm nothing against Vermillion, but I don't know, Kearney's a little bit better, I'd have to say, and just had a great time. Great choice.
What was the biggest thing you took away from playing for Tom Kropp back in those days?
That's a hard question because it's hard to really pinpoint one. The first one that always comes to mind is just toughness. Anytime I hear Coach Kropp or Tom Kropp, I just automatically think toughness, and just being able to handle adversity, handle things. That's really kind of the first thing. And then really, I would say the other thing is he just really cherished relationships with people, always had a ton of great stories. No matter what name you brought up, he always had good stories with them, and was really relational. So those are probably the two things, toughness and relational.
Now, back in those days, could you take him one-on-one at that point, or had he slowed down enough?
Right when I came in, I think he kind of cut off a little bit playing, so I never even got the opportunity. I know who I'd taken I know I would have took probably a couple of years before, definitely him, but he whooped me up in shooting games, and he would still jump rope as well. Got there, and man, oh man, I tell you what, I've never seen somebody jump rope so fast. We would do everything was based off 50, and he would do it with us. So when you had 50 jumps, you'd go the other way. And I always remember every time he got to about 50, I'd be at about 21. If that tells you anything. Yeah, just a phenomenal athlete.
Yep, I'm sure those got to be memories you'll never forget.
Oh yeah. It was a great experience.
Basketball certainly has been in your blood. What was that like growing up the son of Chuck Jura?
Had a lot of gym time. He, I remember being a little kid in preschool. I think I was in the afternoon class or something, and every morning I'd go with Dad. He had just, really not finished playing not too long ago. You don't really realize it at the time, but he played up until about 86, I believe. Anyway, every morning we'd go to McDonald's, get hotcakes and sausage, and then we'd go to the YMCA, and he would play noon ball over the noon hour. There'd be about 30 people in that gym in the Columbus YMCA, and I'd just be sitting on the sidelines and shooting when I could in between games. So he just really exposed the game to me a lot, and just really helped me get to where I was basketball-wise.
Yeah, and then after you left the Lopers, you went overseas, and it looked like that was pretty successful for you. I'm sure those were also once-in-a-lifetime memories.
Yeah, they were. Went to Spain for a year, had a great time there, great level of basketball to play, different game for sure. It was interesting to see just the little nuances and differences between European basketball versus over here. And then went over to Australia for a couple of years and had good success there and met a lot of great people. So again, the experience was just just top notch, and wouldn't trade any of it in the world for anything.
That was former UNK men's basketball star Dusty Jura, one of the former athletes being inducted this week into the UNK Athletic Hall of Fame. For KRVN Sports, I'm Jason Jorgensen.